Brighter. Dadgummit is not bright enough again. Oh, goodness. Let me go adjust the camera, y'all. And everybody's probably still jumping on and just getting into the chat room. So I'm going to try to make our faces a little brighter because it's only going to get darker. Let's see what we can do here. Looks a little different on the computer than it does on this camera.
There you go. That's good.
That's washed out in the background, but it's just the way it's going to have to be. All right, so welcome everybody. As y'all can see, we we make adjustments every single week, still figuring out cameras and settings and all. We've just come to the conclusion with us presenting out here on the back porch due to the brightness and the way things wash out. I've made a ton of camera settings, but in order to get our faces bright, well, we kind of have to wash the background out. So just like last week, y'all please, not seeing anything. Y'all, please give me feedback. I already see people saying they're not seeing us, although I'm live streaming on the laptop and I see us. Tiffany sees us on her phone. So please let me know that you can hear us and see us. We're still playing with all the new equipment that we have. And I do apologize. I had set up a live stream notification that went out last night. Well, I set that up on mobile only to find out just a little while ago I had to cancel it. I'm sure people were already in there chatting. We may lose some people because of that. Because when you set it up on phone, you can't go into it via your laptop. It is so frustrating. There's still so many bugs that YouTube needs to get worked out. So I had to, delete that live stream real quick, make a new one on the computer here real quick, and well, here we are. Maybe in another year or two, we'll get this stuff figured out. We say that every week, but heck, we're live. We can't edit this out. It is what it is. All right, so see you very clearly. That's great.
Everybody's saying it's good.
Good, they can hear us.
Yeah.
All right, so welcome everybody. It is November the 13th at 5 p.m. Eastern. If you're watching this back later, we do allow our live streams to record, post, and then play back. So if you ask a question, well, we may not be able to answer it immediately until we wake up tomorrow or the next day, whenever that is, and we will answer your question. If you're new to the live streams, what we typically do every week is get out here and we'll chat for about 45 minutes, answering any questions that you had the previous week, what you got going on the next week, just burning questions that you may or may not have, as well as we'll usually do a little cooking at the end of the live stream, which we are going to do tonight. We can't always cook, but we try to do our best.
We're actually both cooking tonight.
We actually are both cooking. I told y'all we were going to try something completely new and different this week. Spoiler alert, we practiced it yesterday and we're going to continue to critique it. We're going to make a few changes tonight. And I'm actually going to record this because there's many more ways that I want to try to prepare this meal. And I'll get a cooking video out for long. But I guess since we're talking about cooking, we might as well go ahead and tell y'all what it is that we're doing. Take it away. I'll read a couple questions.
We are doing French bread smoked pizza.
French.
Did I say that right? What did we say last night? We were going to say, smoked
pizza. French bread smoked pizza. That's correct. I had an idea a while back. This new grill gets so hot. It'll go up to 700 degrees and quite quickly. I was like, man, that's starting to get into like pizza oven territory. So we've got a pizza stone in it. We're going to make our own French bread style pizzas, although not truly authentic the way that we're doing it.
Some pizza.
We do love pizza. Now, we don't eat pizza all the time, but we do love it. And it worked out really good yesterday. We're going to continue to make changes, and I think we have some killer pizzas coming up here before long. But holy smokes, y'all! Grilled.
I'm so excited about eating it tonight.
Grilled or smoked pizza, man, it's awesome. So we'll get to that in just a little bit. Let's see here. So what can that be? Says Cashwell. Oh, dinner wise. Well, now you know, don't you? All right, let me grab a few of these random questions that are flying by right here.
What is today's degrees anyways?
It was 56 earlier. I think it went up a little higher. I have taken down my little where is our little thermometer? Have I moved it over here? Aha. It says it's currently 61, but y'all, it is it's quite breezy.
Like
it feels quite chilly. It is breezy, been windy all day long. I'm cold to be honest with you. The good news is we're supposed to get like some 50s and 30s here. It's going to warm up a little tomorrow. Then we're supposed to get rain Tuesday with another cool snap that comes through. And as far as I can see on the 10-day forecast, it's like 50s and 30s, 50s and 40s, 60s and 40s for the next many days. I'm excited about it because the last few weeks we got in the 80s. As y'all seen, we did a swimming video with Ruger. And you know what? I'm past summer. I want to have fires every night, and I'm tired of sweating, and I want some cooler weather while I'm out there working in the shop, welding and doing all this other stuff as well. Holy smokes, it's not supposed to be in the 80s in November, even for Florida, at least in my standards. All right, so let me catch a couple questions here. I have already missed quite a few. So I see Blake and Becky are doing Caribbean jerk wings tonight. That sounds
Oh
good.
man, that sounds
That
good.
does. We love wings. We actually just bought a 40-pound box of wings because we caught them on a killer sale at a local meat market, and we froze. What did we freeze? 9-gallon bags,
Yes.
and we ate
30 something.
30 whole wings one night. So that's 60 split wings, and we had some friends over, and oh man, we love grilled or smoked wings, whatever you want to say. We don't
Yeah.
fry them. We always grill them. Oh, they're so
So we
good.
have chicken for a year.
We have chicken for a year because we went back and bought another 40-pound box of leg quarters this
Yeah.
past week. Y'all, it's hard for me to even think about us raising our own animals other than, well, if something hits the fan down the road or prepping or something like that. We got a 40-pound box of chicken quarters this week. 40 pounds.
Fresh too. They
Fresh.
weren't frozen. They weren't, old or
Straight from the
anything.
processing plant, basically,
Yeah.
for $12.99.
It was a killer deal.
We bagged and froze all that up too. I mean, we should have bought several boxes, but I don't like to freeze meat for too terribly long. You can't justify raising your own animals when you can go buy meat for what we're getting it for right now. Other than eventually, yes, things will go up, and it is nice to have some dependence in your own animals here, and we are going to work toward that. But oh my goodness, 40 pounds of chicken for
And the
$13.
chicken wings were $49
Yeah,
for a
they were
40-pound box,
$50 for
which
40
wings that went
pounds.
through the roof.
Yeah, but think
So
about it. You go to a restaurant, everybody charges $2 for a cooked chicken wing now,
we
and
still thought that was a pretty good deal.
we added it up. We got I think it was 360 something wings in that box for $49. Ooh, that's the way to do it right there now.
Yeah.
Big saving money. James says, "Are y'all cold?" For Florida people, yes, we are
We're a
cold.
little traumatized right
Yeah,
now.
you go from the 80s yesterday to it's
Yeah.
pretty much been in the 50s all day long today, but it's been windy. That's the problem. If the wind would lay, it'd be perfect
Yeah, it
weather.
would be.
But yeah, we're a little chilly. That's why we got our jackets not on. So Miss Redmilla's on, even though it's later. There, she wants to know: are we at least having a salad with our pizza? We normally
We haven't had a
do.
salad this past week,
We actually ate a
so
ton of salads
and
this
we're
week.
having more salads this week, so not tonight.
Not tonight.
We'll
Sorry,
eat very little tonight, and then we'll save the rest for lunch.
I'm actually not hungry
Yeah.
because I had quite a bit of pizza for lunch. But yeah, we had a ton of salads this week. We actually did smoked chicken and had smoked chicken salads for what 3 meals in a row, I think it was. I love salads. I could eat salads at least a couple days a week. I absolutely do. And salads are not really as healthy as everybody makes them out to be. Yes, you're getting some green in your system. All right, let me just grab a couple random questions because y'all have asked a ton and I really haven't answered any of them. So who is going to help install those heavy stairs? I've already spoke with a couple family members, a couple friends. I'm probably going to need a minimum of 4 to 5 guys to bring in the I-beam with the stair treads because, well, I might have accidentally overbuilt them just a little.
Overdo is what you
Overdo
do.
is what I do. So that had to do with what metals in stock at my metal supplier. I got a killer deal on some I-beams, so I kind of had to go with the way things fell in my lap to save money and just what was available, so to speak. But that's going to be the heaviest, most aggravating part of all this. As y'all seen in the video, hopefully y'all caught it. I've designed everything to bolt together so we don't have big awkward pieces. That stair treads are only 20 inches wide, the metal section. So it'll go right through our 36-inch door, no problem. It's just it probably weighs 400 to 500 pounds before I even put all the wood on it. So it's going to take 4 healthy guys to tote that in there. And here's the killer part. We got to bolt it together, put it up. Then I have to measure and get everything perfectly laid out, mark the floor, unbolt it, take it back down, cut the floor, and then drill concrete holes and anchors, put those in, then move this back and bolt it in. That'll be the last time we ever have to touch it again. So I'm gonna have to have these guys hang out with me for just a little bit. But if they're all okay being on camera, we'll record the process. But you kind of get the way it's going to work out. We just need some manpower to get in there and get it
Make
up.
sure we feed them good.
All right, let's see what else we got here. So I see they're saying Jimmy's back in the deer stand. That's where I'd like to be. This weather feels awesome today. Let's see what we're gonna do. Yeah, cash never see if I got a book before. What? Cash has a shaker top that fits a 5-gallon bucket. That was what cow camp come in a 5-gallon bucket now? I didn't catch what they were all talking about, but everybody's kind of
Honestly,
having their
that's
own
what we've said
conversation.
before.
I hope that's a joke. They really have 5-gallon buckets of cow camp and you put a shaker top on there? That would be hilarious. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Miss Miller says looks like you're basically building a bridge. I've got that comment quite a bit. Yeah, it kind of looks like that. Needless to say, yeah, it's not going anywhere. However, with the sheer amount of weight that I'm having in the stairs, there is some concern there. Um, it looks overbuilt, but now we're putting a lot of strain and stress on the landing platform. It was originally going to be all free floating, nothing touching the floor except the I beam that comes down. But me and the engineer got to talking. You're going to have so much weight here of steel connected to that landing platform, pushing it down, trying to twist. There's weird forces going on here. Then when you add several hundred pounds of wood treads on there, then there may be two people standing on the stairs at a time or carrying something up. Before you know it, you've got 1,500 pounds that could potentially be on the stairs at one point in time. So that's why I'll talk about this in an upcoming episode. We install all this, but that's why we had to come up with the idea of running that bar that's going to go down and actually touch the floor. Hush. And bolt in the wall, many more places to kind of deal with all that excess weight and twisting forces that's going to be going on. So I'll show how we're going to tackle all that. But luckily, I've had an engineer that's actually been working with me and listening to some of my ideas, providing some of his own. And I really do appreciate him doing that. He just did that out of the kindness of his heart because he watches the channel and he's got all the load calculations and computer programs because he's a truss engineer that kind of takes all these factors and forces into consideration to make sure that we're going to have something that's safe. And I'm all about that. Again, overdo is what I do. A lot of times I overbuild because I just want to make sure that we're not going to have any problems. Things are going to be robust, safe, all that good stuff. I
Breathe.
know I need to breathe. Yeah, so Sharon says those people won't ever answer your call again whenever they see what they got to come help with. Yeah, we're probably all going to be swallowing some Advil after the fact and have hurt backs right there. There's no doubt about that. Let's see what else we got going. So Ron says the stairs are going to be fantastic. I hope so. There's a lot of people commented today that have a lot of faith in thinking that they're going to turn out great. I hope so because I have. Well, actually, this is the one time I actually do kind of have some plans, and that engineer was nice enough to give us a 3D rendition so we could look. But typically, for like the outdoor kitchen and everything else, I see it in my head.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was getting.
I don't.
Kind of
I don't draw nothing out. I just go for
Yeah.
it. So I appreciate all the faith that y'all have in me. Sometimes I don't really know how it's going to look until it gets done. And then, I know I'm going to make some changes along the way. So at least we kind of did get a little bit of a look ahead of time here, which we needed to for something this big. It's such a big focal piece of the house.
Because I'm a very visual person. So for me, it was nice to have the visual.
I'm very visual too. I can see it in my head.
I can't see inside your head.
That's the stuff I lay awake at night designing. Like I've been designing those stairs for about a year in my head, laying awake at night going, I really should be going to sleep. Let me think about it. I need a bolt here. How many bolts do I need to put there? That's just, this thing does not stop. Y'all probably have a good idea for that. So Bill Stewart says it's time for a haircut. Yes, it is. I almost cut it today, but it's actually chilly enough. I kind of like having just a little bit of hair because it really does make me hot. But it's getting cut this week. Thanks for noticing, Bill. Let's see here. So can you post those with the project and maybe give the areas that it's legal? So yes, I have been thinking about including a few of those snapshots of the 3D rendering. I can't speak today. I can never speak. What am I saying? If that's what you're talking about there, and some of the legalities of it, some of the code stuff. I'm assuming this is what you're asking. I'll try to cover all that in this upcoming episode because the next episode is going to be relatively boring. I've already been doing paint work, basically body work, Bondo, trying to smooth stuff out, grinding. I'm not going to record a whole lot of that because it's just so boring, but it literally takes days. We want to get a good paint and finish coat on there. And then the next episode is going to include the installing everything. And I should be able to slap all the wood on at that point too. So we'll actually like we have something, but that would be good to include in that episode as well. Some of the legalities of it, codes, and a few of those other things, how we got to where we are. So we'll do our best to cover that. Grab another random question here. Ripple Me This 2022 says, are you still using NetBuddy? And if so, have they throttled your speed? I am using NetBuddy right now. I've got a laptop connected. We've got a TV in there connected, multiple cameras. She's connected. My phone's connected. I've experienced nothing. And I run speed tests several times a week just to check that. No throttling. No, I've been cut off and had to contact them to reboot me. None of that stuff. It's working just the same as you seen in the last video. I even run a speed test the other day in the midst of the tropical storm because I've had people ask about, well, cellular internet's really impacted, RF signals impacted by moisture. And that's very true. I was still getting like 50 something boys.
They're fighting over their bones.
All right, go help them out. I was still getting like 50 something megs down, so not a big drop in the midst of a tropical storm now, and still hit like 70 something up. So long story short, it's working perfect. It really is. Now I know a lot of people have noticed that NetBuddy has sold out again this last week. That's a good thing. I mean, business wants to sell out. They've been getting a lot of business. They're getting more routers in the middle of this week, I was told, and I potentially may have another one coming to do some testing. And the owner thinks that it's going to have better bands for rural areas. Apparently, cellular carriers use certain types of bands. I guess city versus country, rural areas. We're going to see. We're going to find all that out. But thus far, everything's working great. It's been one of the biggest blessings ever to have good internet. I can't explain to y'all how every time I go to edit a video, now I've got a new faster laptop, which was just a godsend, and I have real internet. It's went from when I originally moved out here in a camper doing hotspots, went from taking me about 8 to 9 hours to do a 15-minute video. That's from editing to uploading to now. I still have to edit for about 45 minutes, and I can process in 3 to 4 minutes, which is crazy. And I can upload most videos in 7 to 11 minutes.
Very nice to have.
Like it's went from 8 to 9 hours to I can have everything done in about an hour.
And be able to stream TV.
Yeah, stream TV, watch whatever movies we want, which we don't watch a whole lot. Watch music videos, everything else. It's just been amazing. I'm so thankful to finally have some internet out here. Holy smokes! It's just, like I said, it's a godsend for me with what I do for a living. Let's see what else we got here. Cooking tonight. So somebody asked, yes, we're doing grilled and smoked pizzas. And I've seen this comment several times. And so next tornado, forget the storm shelter, just get under the stairs.
We can be like on Twister. We'll have a belt we can just like tie to the stairs. Just
yeah. So we'll see. So where's the stair landing going to be? Dead center of the room, and it has to be that way because, well, we need a long run of the stairs coming up in order to meet a certain rise height, as well as head height. Head clearance has to. We got to come up in the middle of the room. If you were to come up on one side or the other, problem is you would literally have to duck down to about 3.5, 4 feet. This house wasn't truly built to have a second story or even a loft, or we would have had to do 14 to probably 16-foot walls. Technically, what you're seeing and how that's labeled up there, it's just open attic space. An office. It's not actually labeled as living space because if it was, you would have to have a secondary means of egress, a window up there, different head heights, all kinds of stuff. And I'm going to talk about that some in some of these videos because depending on if your space is labeled as attic, loft, or living quarters, second story, it completely changes your stair code rules, head height rules, everything. So it's something worth talking about for people to make for sure that they talk with their architect and engineer about this and get everything kind of buttoned up and figured out before they get into the building process. We were never supposed to have a loft in this house, but whenever I was up there framing out the attic and seeing how gigantic it was going to be and realized there was more headspace up there than I realized, I talked to my engineer. We made some last minute changes. We brought the inspector out here. He said it could not qualify as a second story. Well, I completely understand that. And we talked about lots of different things there. So it's technically, I guess, open attic space or loft space. The rules get stupid. We could legally go in there right now and do what's called a ship's ladder, one of them ones that just kind of goes up and looks like a regular old ladder. And you're perfectly legal and qualified. But as soon as you build a set of stairs, well, then you have a whole different set of codes to follow. Some rules just get stupid. They get so stupid. I won't bore y'all with any more of that. What else we got? What? See, are y'all going? Are we going to watch Yellowstone?
Oh yeah.
Yes, we are. I
Not tonight because we go to bed pretty early.
We do go to bed pretty early. It's going to be a 2-hour premiere tonight. I had no idea. I found this out yesterday. I knew it was coming. I didn't know it was tonight that it was going to premiere. And she was like, "Yeah, where the heck have you been?" Yeah, well, I didn't realize it was so soon. You have to literally wait a year in between these seasons, it feels like, so you lose track of it. But yes, we do like Yellowstone. We used to watch Ozark. We sure miss that. We like kind of I don't know, action, suspense, thrillers like that. We really do. And then the setting of Yellowstone, everything's so beautiful and it's country living and all. Yeah, we like it, along with several million other people that watch it as well. So how much cheese is involved this week? I'd assume that's to us going to be a lot tonight if we're making
Lots
pizzas.
of cheese, yeah,
Lots
lots
of
of
cheese.
cholesterol.
All right, see, we got a few more people jumped on here.
Did you
So
see Chris's comment about the cow?
no, I did
Go
not.
back.
I'm sorry. There's a ton of
See
comments.
all
I'm
the
just randomly
fingers.
grabbing a few. Actually, and I've got this on. I don't even have this on all chat. I apologize. Normally I turn that on. I just had it on top chat. What was his?
See all the fingers.
Yep, he says, question, salad can't be good for anybody because have you ever seen a skinny cow?
He's gonna be saying that now.
Yeah, Chris and Cash apparently they're in this anti-vegetable movement. They just don't believe in them.
Are they?
And we really do love vegetables,
We
but
do love
vegetables can
vegetables.
be kind of boring, so we typically don't include meals like that. You know, hey, we're making a salad on this week's live stream. Yawn. Nobody wants to watch that. They want to see something fun and fatty and crazy. So this typically Sunday nights is kind of our, I don't know if we want to call it a cheat night, splurge night, where we kind of make things that we typically do not eat during the week. I know Miss Redmilla's not believing. She does not believe in this at all. I guess I'm just going to have to start sending her pictures all throughout the week. Look, vegetables on my plate. Look, had a salad. She's probably looking at my fat gut going, yeah.
Sharon, I did get my hair cut tonight. It was the first night I kind of did it since Friday. I took some time and took care of my hair. So
boy, you women noticed everything, don't you? y'all noticed everything. It would have taken me 5 or 6 days ago. Hang on.
I told you people notice.
You do something to your hair.
That's why when Andrew wants to wear the same outfit every day, I'm like, people are going to notice.
But see, I don't care.
Nobody pays attention to that, and sure enough, they do.
I don't care. I don't care. Y'all can make fun of my outfit that I wear over and over for all you want. It does not hurt my feelings. I got thick enough skin. Let's see here. So what will the loft railing look like? Excuse me. It's going to be square tubing uprights, about 1.5 inches thick, and then horizontal. She wants horizontal railing, which is aggravating. It's going to be smaller 3/4 inch square black tubing, and then I'm actually going to cap the top rails with wood. So we will have a little more woodwork. So that's going to be it. A bunch of square tubing and horizontal railing, and we'll have to do that to code as well, which means they can't be more than 4 inches apart. All that stuff. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. So thank you, Mr. Robert, for an armadillo pill donation right there. I truly do appreciate you. Can't remember if I got any more this week or not.
I don't think you did, unless you did them while I wasn't here.
Yeah, now the last week.
They're cold. They're hibernating.
Nah, them jokers will be out. Now, last week I got 6. Now, here's what's crazy. I come out the other night with a thermal because Ruger starts kind of growling and acting a little weird out there. And I think there was 4 possums out in the pasture. Now I left them alone. They can go out and do their thing. I don't really care. They're not really bothering me. And I haven't personally caught them digging the holes right in the middle of the yard like the armadillos. But 4 stinking possums. So, excuse me. Thank you, Mr. Robert. Truly do appreciate your donation there. It will go to good use. I do need some more of those pills. Let's see what else got here. Everybody's talking about vegetables. Potatoes and cheese. Everybody's talking about food. Y'all must be starving tonight.
Miss Ramilla said that send the pictures to her.
Oh, okay. The proof. And it looks like now we got everybody on the Kinders train. I see Joshua saying he just bought some Kinders from the store. We do love that.
I think my favorite one, well, the blend, of course, but the smokehouse garlic.
I still like the blend, even though it's salt, pepper, garlic. It just tastes so good to me. And I like coarse, crunchy flavorful stuff. But yeah, the smokehouse garlic is good as well.
Roll up the shade, so when you get the grill going, we don't melt the shade.
That's fine, and that'll give us some light back as well. So I'm glad, Blake and Becky, I'm glad you brought this up. Flagpole update. That's right. Y'all made a very generous donation toward it. So I think I'm going a completely different direction. I spent some time earlier today researching flagpole connections, all that stuff, and I stumbled across a website. It's veteran owned. I like everything about it. I need to remember the name right now. Flagpole store or Flagpole shop or something like that. I got it saved. And they had extremely reasonable prices on put together flagpoles, big 3-inch aluminum tube, very thick wall. You can get your flags from them. You can get your flag lights, your solar powered lights, the rope, everything. I think that's the route I'm going to go. And I still got to go out and buy the concrete and everything else. But y'all's donation is enough, it looks like, to cover that flagpole, the shipping, the concrete, everything. I think it just will cover it. So that's going to be awesome. I think that's the route I'm going to go. That way we can get it put in quicker. I haven't been successful in finding that stainless pipe that I was looking for. And literally one piece of pipe, whenever I called my metal supplier, just one piece of pipe, and I needed a couple of them to do the smaller flag, is more than all this is going to cost. And I'm talking, this comes with the rope, the weights, the flag, the solar light, because I want to be able to fly this at nighttime, and flag etiquette says, hey, you're supposed to illuminate it. So I'm glad you brought that up. I think I've got everything saved in the cart. I think I'm going to pull the trigger on that. Now, with that said, we've kind of already picked a spot. We think we know where the flag is going to go. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to immediately install it, because we think it's going to go at the end of our fence or our decorative fence that we're going to put out here to keep people from driving on the septic tank area. And I need to make for sure that I'm going to put it right in the exact spot. But I think we've got all that figured out. So I'm glad you brought it up. I think we're going to go ahead and get that on the way. So are you building a trolley to move the metal in the house and wooden scaffold and winch and all that? Nah. Tractor can bring that stuff over here.
Hello.
What did you jump up on? Hey, Ruger, that they can't see because they can see him barely picking up. There he is. So no, tractor can help bring all that over. And then as far as carrying it right in the house goes, I think 4 or 5 guys. The one piece is the heaviest piece. Everything else I can handle myself, with the exception of the landing platform. I really think me and Tiffany can bring that in the house by ourselves, and we may attempt to do that this week. It's heavy, but it's not 2 people ridiculously heavy like the big center beam is. Now, as far as all the railing and wood and everything else goes, some of that stuff's heavy, but I think I can handle the majority of it, or when she gets home in the afternoon, can help me lift some of that stuff up. Railing, for example, even though it's steel, there's just not a lot going on there. It's not going to be several hundred pounds, so we're not going to have issues with that. It's just really one piece that we have to fight with. Okay. So see, Joshua says he just got that smokehouse garlic. I guess that's what he bought. And he always liked the buttery steakhouse. That's another good one too. And the buttery poultry. They're all good. We like all their seasonings. They need to sponsor the channel, especially much as we eating here lately. So after the stairs are installed, will I be done with the house? Never done with the house.
Still lots of things, but for structural, well, main structural and
so I'll still have a ton of touch-up stuff to do. Little painting, fixing doors, stuff like that. And then technically I consider the outside deck and stuff that's almost attached to the house, part of the house. We have some surprise stuff on another area outside, of course. But as far as inside goes, yeah, the major projects are done. But then we're going to start getting into all the decor stuff. Tiffany wants a special wall done in the kitchen. We're thinking about doing an accent wall for the TV. What else are we going to do?
Stuff.
Laundry room, pull out, fold out tables. Yeah, I want to build bed frames. So no, we're not done.
But for
structural wise, yes. But no, we still have literally a couple more years worth of stuff that we're going to do, helping kind of mold and shape the house into our own. All right, I'm going to answer one more question, then I got to go. Hey, I got to go light the grill real quick, and then we'll come back and answer some more questions, because it's going to take the grill a little bit to get up to the temperature that we're going to have to run at tonight. Let's see here. So Bill says, good for you supporting veteran-owned business. Absolutely. 100% agree. And whenever it comes to, well, an American flag and a flagpole, as cheesy as it may sound, I really want that to come from an American
Yeah.
company. You know, I kind of feel like it needs to. I don't need that to be an overseas
Oh
company.
my gosh.
Are you really swimming and it's down in the 50s? Ruger, you
Yeah,
crazy.
he gets a little hot running around and he's got to jump in the pool.
That's why everybody's like, oh, that poor dog, he's getting so cold. He's literally swimming and it's back down in the 50s, 58 and dropping. Like that. Oh, it's such a hot natured dog. All right, what else we have? Do we have any regulations about flagpoles? No. At least I don't think so, especially not out here where we live. No, not at all. Now, if it were to be extremely ridiculously high, there could be something with that. But the height and size flag that we're going to do for out here, I don't foresee any issues with that at all. That's not going to be an issue at all. How's the pool situation going? That's a very good question. Tiffany was hitting me up about that yesterday. So, hey, y'all gonna have to be quiet.
They're just having fun.
I know, but nobody could probably hear me with all this running around. Yes, I need to go light the grill as soon as I answer this question. Get off me, wet dog. Goodness gracious. What was I talking about? Oh, the pool situation. It's so hard to keep up with all these live streams and questions. I've been checking. The company's still sold out. I've got 2 models in mind that I think we're willing to go with. So what I'll do is just keep checking every 2 to 3 weeks. I really can't install it until this coming up spring because we got to build the deck and all. But if I see it come back in stock, I'll go ahead and get it. But I really don't want to order it too early and find out there's a problem and I open it up in 3 months and they're like, man, you should have contacted us about this. But long story short, I'm still checking. They're still sold out. Let me go light the grill real quick.
While you do that,
Hey.
put the brightness up because we're getting dark.
Hey, goodness gracious.
They're having a ball.
These dogs are wired.
A ball.
They are absolutely wired.
So for those of you that missed it, we are doing smoked flatbread pizza. So Andrew's going to get the grill going and turn that on because it takes a little while to warm up. And then in a few minutes, I'll start getting the pizzas made. And oh, Mom. All right, yeah, that's better. Do we look better now? I think you turned the brightness up pretty good, yeah.
I got to remember they can hear me with this microphone moving.
I know when I was over there rolling up the shades, I'm like, I can probably hear this squeaking right now. All right.
Is this real?
Have any more questions?
Yeah.
Have we heard any updates on Mr. Doug?
So yes, I spoke with Mr. Doug yesterday a couple different times. He is actually, without getting too much in his personal business, he's actually received some relatively good news from the doctors. He has to go back, I believe it's next month, for kind of a more serious update and to kind of figure out if the news is what they're thinking. But I will ask that y'all please keep him in your prayers. If you believe in that, he's welcoming prayers 100%. We're so thankful and thank the good Lord that he's already got some good news. But it's not over, so to speak. There's still a lot of unknowns. So he's doing well. He does occasionally get to get on and watch the live streams. Usually it's late at night. Like I'll get an email from him like 2 a.m. So I'm assuming he's still working the night shift. But please keep him in your thoughts and prayers. But thank the good Lord, he has received some good news, and I'll keep y'all updated. But I believe it's going to be next month before he gets some more, doctor information, so to speak. What else we got here? Much better. They said they can see us now. I about got the ISO maxed out on that camera trying to make up. Now, with that said, we do already have the lights on, so I don't think it'll get too terribly much darker on y'all, but we'll adjust as needed. So let's see here. Casey finally jumped on. Haven't seen Casey in forever from Henderson's How To. He's the guy that generously donated that diesel tank to me, and I went over and looked at all those gigantic beach homes that he's building over there. I was just asking him about that one that's got the glass tube elevator and all going in. So hasn't happened yet, but I'm excited. I want to see how all that's going to work out. So Cash wants to know, says it's a Miss Tiffany question. How are we liking the Applewood smoke flavor? Since he's the one that's kind of pushed and taught me into cooking with Applewood.
Honestly, I don't really taste a huge difference.
Oh, she just broke it. She broke your heart, didn't she?
But I love all of it. I do.
She just likes smoke.
He'll get on a, this one tastes better. This one tastes better. To me, I just taste the smoke flavor and the seasonings.
You're breaking Cassius.
But I love it all.
Yeah.
I think out of all the what do we do? Cherry.
Cherry, oak. That's kind of the main ones I
so
stick
the
with.
applewood probably does stand out the most out of all of them.
It's a sweet flavor.
Yeah.
Now, Cash, here's the thing. I cook with cherry wood a lot, which is a light and kind of fruity flavored wood. So she probably can't tell a whole heck of a lot of difference.
From the cherry and the
I
apple,
can personally tell the difference with applewood. Now, with that said,
I'm not over there smelling the wood. You smell the
no,
wood.
it's the taste.
I know, but you smell what you're putting in there, so you know what it smells like too. I don't know what the wood smells
I can
like.
tell after that. Let's just say I have a more refined palate than apparently my wife does. I can tell the difference. Now, with that said, she usually has me pile on applewood seasoning, apple juice, all that stuff. So I'm kind of already killing her with all that stuff anyway. I can tell the difference. There's certain things that I like to use pecan wood or pecan, depending on how you pronounce it. That always bothers everybody. We call it pecan down here in the South. That's a kind of a strong wood. I like to do that on fishes and all. Every barbecue joint down here uses oak wood, which is the most common wood that I get for firewood. Right behind that would probably be cherry. So you kind of just, you know, the flavors of what's cooked in your area. Oak, cherry, applewood just isn't available here. You kind of got to go buy it by the bags. And I can tell a difference. I really can. Hey, I cannot believe y'all are still going. Y'all got to calm down. Go jump in the pool. My goodness gracious.
Rolled up with this weather.
I know. And thanks to our tropical storm and major loss of time this week, I did not do any research on streaming software. I wish I had a second camera running right now so y'all could see these crazy jokers. I will get back to working on that, but now I'm already several days behind and feeling the pressure to get these stairs done because, well, we have guests coming in here before long and holidays is here before you know it. Let's see what else we got here. Apple with pork, says Joshua. Cherry oak for beef. I do agree. I really do like the oak. It's kind of a stronger flavor. I'm not a big mesquite fan. Hickory I like. It's mildly available around. Or mesquite. Oof. It starts getting a bit strong for me. Now, so does
Maybe that's why
pecan.
I like it because it's a stronger flavor and usually.
Yeah. So I see a lot of people talking about soaking your woods with pineapple juice and apple juice. That's taking it to a whole nother level. I haven't done that. Let's see what else we got here. Actually, I got to go close this grill up real quick and kick up the fan on. Otherwise, we're going to be out here forever.
Wayne says soak the pecan wood with pineapple juice.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Do we get almond wood around here?
Not that I'm aware of. I've never seen it. Sorry, y'all. Mike over here banging around trying to light this grill up.
When can we harvest a turkey from the property?
Now.
Right now.
Absolutely.
If he goes hunting.
Yeah, I gotta go do that first.
Yeah, he has been so dedicated to get these stairs done. Kind of put a time constraint on him because I have family coming into town. So I wanted a place for them to sleep. So it's kind of taking up his hunting time. Plus Ruger, you know.
Yeah. Plus, I'm puppy sitting every single morning there.
Let me know when I need to start making the pizza.
Yep. Oh no, you're whispering. You got a microphone right there. They can hear you. You can go ahead.
Get down.
You can go ahead and start melting your butter if you want. This is probably going to take about 15 minutes. We're about to run this grill from like dead cold. It's showing 60 degrees over there up to 600 and something degrees. You might want to leave your microphone out here. Be like some of them politicians going to the bathroom and everything else, and their mic's still on, or like the preacher. Everybody's in the congregation going, "What on earth is going on?" Let's see what else we got here. Andrew, next time you smoke pork, try a mixture of pecan and peachwood. I have never in my life seen peachwood around here ever. And I'm shocked because, well, next state up, Georgia, one of the peach capitals of the world, you would think they would truck it down here, but I have never seen peachwood available. Not at all. Not in a box, not in a bag, nothing. So that's going to be hard for me to do. So Cash says, sounds like we should have kept the camper. Why on earth should we have kept the camper, Cash? I have to go back up and catch your other question there. Let's see here. So appreciate everybody talking about praying for Mr. Doug. Really do appreciate that. And so Rebecca, I know Tiffany isn't out here, but I see your question for, can I send you a handmade pot holder for your outside kitchen? Absolutely, you can send that. So if you need to get a hold of us, I don't know if you still have our information. Just email me at kelleyscountry@gmail.com. Link is down in the description on this and any video. We got our email in there, but absolutely, we truly would appreciate that. Speaking of, it'll be chilly enough here before long that we can use your beanies, hoodies, whatever you want to call them that you sent us last year. We got those right toward the end of winter last year, so didn't really get a chance to use them. But all these 30-degree days and 40-degree days they're talking about, I want something on my head. Trust me. Salt, pepper, and smoke is how you use the smoke's the key. I agree because you can put too thick of a smoke in there. You can cause that creosote and bitter taste. Without a doubt, most people think you want this heavy smoke rolling out of your grill or smoker. Exact opposite. You almost don't even want to see the smoke, and the flavor is still going to be in there, especially whenever you're smoking something for hours and hours. So yes, am I going grouper fishing? I I can't believe I haven't been. So yeah, I've been checking the forecast. Problem is with Thanksgiving, what next week? Family coming into town. We got people staying with us a few days. Everything else that's going on. I've got to get the stairs done this week. It'll be after Thanksgiving before I could even think about putting the boat in the water. And that only leaves us what 4 weeks that groupers actually open, and that I might could go before the season's out. So I don't know if it's going to work out or not. And then you know how that is. If you've got 4 weeks left in the season, you're going to have 4 weeks of wind and waves and everything else. But this is crazy because I went several times last year trolling during this time of the year, and we did awesome. I mean, we caught grouper every time we went, and I was really wanting to get back out there and do that this year because we love fish, especially grouper. Oh my goodness, it's great. It's just an excellent fish, and it yields so much meat. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. So I see Elizabeth talking about they're going to be in the 20s tonight. Yeah, y'all are definitely ahead of us. We're going to be a couple days behind. I think it's Wednesday or Thursday. I'm seeing high 30s for our overnight temperatures, which is awesome. We're going to have a couple days in the 30s and then a bunch of days in the low 40s. That's perfect weather. It's not just crazy where you got to go wrapping up pipes or nothing, but you still get that nice chill. Hey, let's see what else we got here. I think they're not next week. Oh, y'all having a whole other conversation about campers and all, aren't you? That's why I'm lost. Y'all talking about y'all's room. Yeah, one of y'all can sleep in the deer stand, Cash or Chris, and one of y'all can sleep in the storm shelter. Oh, let's see. I'm coming over so we can shoot a turkey with so Henderson says I'm coming over so we can shoot a turkey with a thermal. That, my friend, is not legal. We can't go night turkey hunting with a thermal. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, that ain't gonna work out at all. All right. So what other questions we got? Let me scroll up and just randomly catch a couple. As soon as I see the grill start taking off and heating up, which it's slowly starting to do, we're gonna zoom the camera around and kind of make our pizzas on camera that we're going to stick over there in the grill. Oh, what else we got? What else we got? Yep. So I see Diver was talking about the grinder dust and stuff that's all in the shop. We'll get all over the boat, everywhere else. There's not a whole lot I can do about that. The boat does get filthy being in the shop. I wish I had a covered section of the pole barn. I might attempt that one day so I can kind of get it out of the shop. I'd love to have that extra bay for the working room. But with that said, the boat stays far cleaner in the shop than it does out there underneath the pole barn. It would just be filthy and full of rats and mice and birds' nest and everything else that goes along with storing on the outside. So Chris asked, have I had any issues out of the Coroni finish mower? I've not been able to find the one that you have for sale anywhere. I've been considering the AgMate 7-foot. And I'm assuming you're looking at Agri Supply, Chris, because that's the only place, that's the only reseller of Coroni that I'm aware of in the United States. They have a deal with the company out of Italy to sell those. I have had the only two issues I've had. I have busted wheels and wheel bearings twice, and that's because I have drugged that mower at 7 miles an hour through armadillo holes out in the pasture. It's not necessarily the mower's fault. The wheel just fell in the hole just right and ripped and popped the bearings itself out. And I fell in a pile of holes, but eventually you hit one just perfectly and it happens. Other than that, no. All I have done is greased it and changed the belts. I haven't changed the spindle. Trying to think of anything else that I've done. No, blades, belts, and grease. It's been a great finish mower. Now it's not going to give you the cut that a side discharge will, because a rear discharge with any type of mower, kind of throws a little bit of what do they call those? Is it hay rows? I forget the terminology people use. Out behind it. So side discharge is going to give you your cleanest cut compared to like a 0 turn mower. Don't forget you got your mic on. There, y'all, that was good. I got this. I'm trying to talk, and I bet all they hear is nobody. Hey, Robert, how you doing? We got to get used to all this. But no, but don't forget Agri Supply is where you need to look. Now, with that said, with all the supply chain issues that we've had the last couple of years, wouldn't surprise me if they probably had a very hard time getting stuff in from Italy. They are still carrying those because I just went to Agri Supply a couple months ago to get a wheel, and they still had all the parts, all the stuff there. And that was the one in Valdosta, Georgia. I don't have a clue where you live, but maybe check with them. And I'm not sure. Call the store and check and see. I forget how many stores they have, 8 or 10 maybe, all up and down the East Coast. They may ship from store to store potentially. So that might be something you want to check. Let's see here. 200 degrees over there. I'm watching the grills, seeing where that's at. We'll get to making the pizzas here in just a second. Let me grab another question. So Jake apparently wasn't hearing us, said he just closed out of YouTube, opened it back up. Now the sound's back. All right. Yeah, Windrose. Thank you, Casey. Windrose. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. If anybody else is having sound issues, let me know. But Jake's the only one I'm seeing saying that just far.
Burger is just begging for my attention.
So, yes, I see that. Lay down, boy. So now Lisa wants to know, did Tiffany get her hair done and eyebrows and everything? Man, everybody's just all that noticing.
Finally, I finally took the time after a very, very long, I'm ashamed to even say. But yes, I got my hair cut finally.
Man, everybody noticing that, y'all making me look bad. The only reason I knew is because she come home and told me, "Hey, I went and got my hair cut." I was like, oh, "Okay."
Did warn him I was going to take some inches off.
Yeah, I'm a bit. I love long hair. So every time she talks about getting a haircut, I get all nervous. Don't cut too much off. I love long hair. I do. On ladies, of course. Obviously not on me. Let's see what else we got here. When the stairs are done, you'll need that bear rug, right? Oh Lord, we're starting this up again. Okay, we are getting dark again. Let me go adjust this back up. Actually, it's time for us to make our pizzas.
Let's go ahead.
So let's whip the camera around and do that.
And yes, Cash, I did make some homemade garlic butter as Andrew suggested.
Turn the brightness up. Actually, it may be. All right, y'all. Try to do this right here. Sadly, we have a camera now that is attached all these cords, so I don't have the freedom of live stream over a phone like I used to. But at least we're getting you better audio and some other stuff. So I think that's about as far as I can go right now without moving a whole bunch of stuff around. And we'll just have to kind of get back out of the camera's way and show y'all how we're going to whip these pizzas up. Goodness, it's so delicious.
So we already tested this last night. Oh my goodness.
Yes. So people just jumping on, we are going to make, even though that's not true French bread, well, we're going to make our version
at Costco, and I just couldn't resist because it said rosemary parmesan. So I was like, oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah. So here is our version of a homemade French bread pizza that is going to go on the smoker.
And we are going to get
the grill
a little bit crazy with it in a couple of weeks. We're going to do some different stuff.
Yes. So I am going to have y'all, I'll try to get over here and a little bit out the way. So I'm going to have y'all a video. I'm going to do a cooking video itself because I haven't really been seeing anybody doing this. Obviously, we didn't just invent this, but we have a grill right there that will get up to such high temperatures. It might as well be a pizza oven. Make sure we're still live. We are. That'd be funny. I go to yanking the camera around and unplug everything. All right, so what are we doing?
I made some garlic butter here with some cow camp, of course.
There you go, Cash.
And I also added a little bit of rosemary because that's what the bread has in it. So I was like, ooh, let me add a little bit more of that.
Oh, goodness, it smells like dipping sauce.
And of course, garlic.
We love our garlic. So, yes, buttered bread right here. We didn't do this step yesterday and immediately knew this is something we wanted to do on the next one right here.
Yeah, because the sauce is kind of, it's not bland, it's just light sauce.
Well, it's not homemade.
It doesn't have a lot of seasoning in it, but it's delicious. Delicious sauce. I'll talk about that in just a second. So that it is.
Man, that grill jumped on up over there.
All right. So I found this sauce at Costco, and they were, they do their samples at Costco, and I was like, let me try it. So it's called Sonoma, and there's no sugar added. It's vegan, gluten-free. Not that we're striving for a vegan or gluten-free, but it just tasted really, really delicious. So
All right. Everybody says your mic is breaking up. I wonder if your hair and all is in it with you up and down. Can y'all hear her now?
well, am I close enough to the camera that I even need it?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Because it's set up to work with just your mic.
And I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but it has chunks of garlic in it, which really surprised me. I was like, ooh.
So I'm holding my mic in front of her. Can y'all hear it? I don't know. Maybe it's the way we're blocking it, the way she's standing where the receiver is, which it should work further than that.
If you say this one kind of wall, it's going to be.
No, that's the one that I got. It doesn't hardly want to power off and on. I don't know why. All right, so can y'all hear us now if I hold the mic like this? I don't want y'all to miss this part. So Kim says, what was the sauce called?
Sonoma.
So Sonoma.
All right, here's the cheese, Chris. Cheese.
Loud and clear. Okay. Well, thank y'all. Finally can see that. I'll just keep holding the mic over here in front of her and talk. It may be because she has her body in between the receiver and the mic itself. I have no idea. Everybody says you still
We
cut.
got all kind of ideas on what we're gonna do for all these different pizzas. So
Yes.
we're just doing a thing tonight.
Cash says more cheese. Chris says more. Y'all kidding? There's so much cheese. There's a ton of cheese on those pizzas. We'll show them to you right before we stick them in.
Here I just because we did these last night, I already cooked my Italian sausage down.
Uh-oh. Everybody says it's still cutting in and out. I don't know. I'm afraid I'm starting to wonder if our mics are not working and somehow it's reading the computer mic, which is a bummer because I've got it set up for this mic input. Everybody says it's just yours.
Do you want to take it off?
I guess maybe the way that you have it in there too. Here. Okay, she has my mic on now. Y'all let me know if that helps. Sounds like she's talking underwater. Bummer.
Hey.
I really hope this thing isn't messing up. These are really nice mics. All right, well, I've just swapped our mics, so hopefully that might make a difference. I do have one mic right here, kind of not wanting to power off and on. That may be the problem. Yes, I just swapped mics, so y'all let me know if she sounds better. Always something. Welcome to being live. Can't really change none of this, can I?
All right. I'm getting here and making this pizza.
I don't know. Everybody still sound fine even after changing the mics. Did you sound like you're underwater?
Really?
I don't know why that would be.
Underwater.
Okay, so y'all, I'm over here reading all of y'all's comments. What I'm afraid could be happening is
Interference with me facing this way, or
no, I'm afraid the computer might be what's reading our audio and not necessarily my mic,
gotcha.
which is a bummer because I tested that before we got on the live stream and it showed I'm using the mic input, all that good stuff. Now they say they can't hear us at all.
Jeez.
This is crazy.
Sorry.
Can y'all hear us now? I don't know what's going on with the audio. Let me get over here and fiddle with it. Not a whole lot we can do. Okay. Came back in.
Watch me put this pizza together.
Now they can hear both of us. So, all I did was go over here and mess with the connection going to the computer. And here's what's crazy. That is a brand new wire because I just had one break the other week. That is brand new cable. Connection issue. But they're saying they can hear us now.
All right.
Larry's saying he can hear both of us fine. Some people say I'm louder at the computer, which wouldn't make sense if y'all can actually hear Tiffany. Now it's working off the camera mic. It could be Tiffany's bouncing off the glass. That could be part of the problem. I don't know, y'all. We're gonna whip this pizza up real quick and we'll go sit back down. I don't know what's going on with the issues.
All right, we like our toppings here, so this thing's gonna get a little mounded up here. All right, we got some mushrooms, onions, peppers, pepperoni, Italian sausage, and last but not least, banana peppers, our favorite. Love us some banana peppers.
Yes.
We're not all the people, but we love banana peppers.
Yeah, Tony says, just watch the video back later. You'll understand. Yes, trust me, I'm going to.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to be mad the whole time I'm watching it.
We're doing the best we can anyway.
Yeah, it is what it is. This is the live stream. Everybody.
One thing Andrew said last night whenever we did this pizza is that the banana peppers really pulled the smoke flavor.
They did. They
And
tasted
it did
awesome.
to me too, but
Cash says, yuck, mushrooms and veggies.
see, we're getting our veggies in.
Get over yourself, Cash. All right, so people are saying can hear better now, can hear better now.
Good.
I'm guessing it's
Sorry about that, y'all.
must be a cable issue. That's a brand new cable because I finally wore my other one out and it broke. Here's the other weird thing. I've done seen 2 or 3 people say they logged out of the live stream, logged back in, and now they have good audio.
That is weird.
I don't know. Maybe it's a YouTube thing that's going on, y'all. Really don't know. There's another one. Robert said he just closed out the live stream and came back in. Now the sound's great.
So it's not us.
It must be a YouTube thing going on because I've done heard about 4 of y'all. Done read 4 of y'all logged out, came back in, working great. Now Mr. Mike says he just done it. Okay, well I hate to tell y'all to exit out of the live stream and come back, but I've done seen a ton of people saying they did that, and now they're getting good audio.
All right, a little bit more cheese, just a little bit.
You gotta get out of here, buddy. Yeah. You locked my camera over. It's done got so dark again. Let me adjust camera up anymore, although I'm about out of adjustment. Camera does not like darkness. Okay, I got a few more adjustments to go.
All right, so are we ready to throw this on?
I think so. Let me zoom in here real quick and show everybody what this looks like. Y'all check that out. That is a
Our
homemade French bread pizza.
Smoked pizza.
Yeah, so now we're about to smoke it, grill it, everything.
All right.
All right, I'm ready to
What's
go.
that?
Our pizza peel that this Lee gave us. All right, I'm gonna zoom the camera
Are we
around.
doing both at the same time or one?
If we can fit them, we'll try both.
Okay.
All right, y'all, I cannot carry the camera all the way over there because, well, we're plugged into everything. But I have that master build up to, I went a little hotter tonight. I did 600 last night. We're doing 640 degrees tonight. Y'all can see the flame rolling through right there. Here we go. And we have a pizza stone in here. Hopefully the mics are hearing me over here. And I've let that pizza stone warm up the entire time. Hopefully I'm zoomed in enough that y'all can see.
Looks good.
Round pizza stone supported right up here in the middle of the grill. Turn on the timer. Last night it took about 8 to 9 minutes, which is way quicker than the 30 to 40 minutes it takes doing a frozen pizza in the oven. Plus, this is just so much better than a frozen pizza. Okay, let's turn this back around, see if we can get all these audio issues figured out. Himself. We're taking away your trash can space for a minute. Okay, so let's get back around here and start reading all y'all's comments and see if we're still having issues. Apologize. Hey, that's live streaming for you. Nothing I can do about it, but I'm going to do my best to not touch this mic and cable right here. So y'all can see what I'm pointing at. That's what I went and fiddled with and adjusted a minute ago. I know the computer's kind of in the way, but I'm not touching that again. But then so many of y'all said y'all logged out, logged back in, everything was great. So I don't know, maybe it's a buffering or streaming issue or something.
How's our brightness?
Brightness is pretty bright, but you
Yeah.
can tell it's dark. It's getting grainy and all.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're
It's pretty
okay.
decent.
Yep. Nobody's expecting 1080 HD here on our live streams. Okay, so I'm gonna keep an eye on the grill. We're 1 minute in. Like I said, 600 and something degrees. I'm probably gonna run it up to 700 and try that here
Yeah.
coming up this week. Who's all on me? Oh, Ruger.
Ruger.
A wet dog all on me. And we're going to get a cooking video out. So some stuff I want to try. Well, a different type of pizza. I ain't going to do I'm not going to do a spoiler alert on one of them, but it's going to be, I think, one of the most amazing pizzas ever. We want to do some cheesy garlic bread and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What I would like to do, because stuff cooks so quick on this grill, getting it that hot, we could go do a cheesy garlic bread, pop that out, and everybody could be munching on that while they're making their pizzas. And something that we thought would be awesome whenever we have get-togethers and people over is doing a pizza bar. Tiffany brought that up, so we can have all these different sides, vegetables, pepperonis, sausage, anything that could possibly go on a pizza. We can go get breads just like what you just seen. Have people over, and it's basically make your own pizza. And I can throw them. Heck, I'm going to get another pizza stone. I probably put 4 in there at a time.
Pita bread.
Or pita bread, stuff like that. Low carb bread, whatever
Miss
people
Linda
want.
wants to know what kind of crust I use. I did French bread, but I got it from Costco, so it was rosemary and Parmesan. So I couldn't pass that up. But you can get any kind of bread you want. That's kind of like a French loaf, and just cut it in half.
But I think that would be awesome for a get together. Everybody whip your own pizza up.
Oh yeah.
And I think I can do 4 at a time. They cook in really about 8 minutes at that temperature right there because it's so stinking hot. You can pop them off. We could feed a lot of people. I think that'll be a fun get together thing to use there. Do a meat lovers pizza, says Larry. I'm with you on that. We all about that, but I think you're gonna enjoy one of the pizzas. I gotta figure it out. I haven't even cooked it yet. But whenever I do a cooking video, we're gonna do that. We'll probably do a couple pizzas and show that off. But I am falling in love with this smoker and grill.
It's really nice.
We use it all the time, and the fact that it can go from 150 degrees to 700 degrees has opened up so much possibilities. I'm wanting to start smoking some cheese. I just have so many things I want to try, but now I can kind of run it as a pizza oven, and the flavor, oh my goodness, that charcoal and wood flavor on that pizza is so stinking good. I love it.
That's what we liked about it so much, is that smoke flavor on it. Oh my gosh.
All right. So is the bread crunchy?
Oh yeah.
Wait.
We will take a little bite for you and let you hear it in the microphone.
Yeah, we'll try to get our choppy.
And that's what we liked about it so much. It was not gooey, oily, and just greasy. It's just
none of that.
Crunchy, dry,
fluffy,
not dry, but just good.
Yes.
Smoky.
It's not like a Pizza Hut deep dish that's so greasy about makes you sick when you eat it. This is fluffy, and the outside crust at 600 something degrees is. We'll cut it for you here in a second. It just that's my favorite thing about it, how crunchy the outside crust is, but still fluffy on the inside. Oh, so Andy says if we're going to do a pizza party, we got to have a kegerator in that outdoor kitchen. I'm afraid that beer in that kegerator would go bad before it ever all got drunk right there. Hey, I'm surprised that hasn't been a request more for people. You got to put that in your outdoor kitchen. Shane nailed it. We'll go ahead and say it. Pulled pork pizza.
No, not what you were talking last night. He didn't nail it all the way.
Well, maybe not, but you're on to something, Shane. You're on to something. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I do believe. Where are we at? 5 minutes. Okay, we'll check in just a second. What else do we have? So Steve says this is the reason he got a big green egg, but it's a pain. A lot of people have recommended the big green egg. I didn't get one because they're outrageous, but they do a lot of things. However, I can totally see what you're talking about. Maybe the convenient factor isn't there. I can go over to this one and just say, go to 700 degrees, light it, walk away, and it's there. I mean,
we've used it
we use it probably
2 or 3 times a week.
Yes, we do. I've only been showing y'all a few random cooking videos. Yeah, me. But it makes me want to get out here and cook again. The convenience of, don't get me wrong, I love charcoal. I love a stick burner. I like babysitting a real smoker, but it is so nice to be able to set this, go get on the tractor, go do whatever you need to do, and monitor it and know that it's doing what you need it to do. I love that. Oh, what else we got here? So Joshua got excited for the smoked cheese. Everybody talking about that crunchy crust. Y'all about to see it here in a second. Actually, I'm gonna go take a quick peek because this cooks. I know it cooks so fast.
Might as well, because we don't want to show people a burnt pizza.
Oh, we don't.
Because we did it 2 different ways last night. We did it on the rack, That kind of got the bottom a little burnt, but it wasn't bad. It didn't taste burnt. It was really crispy. But then we put it on the stone and thought that that was the best case scenario to do it that way.
We probably better let it go about 3 more
Okay.
minutes. Maybe having 2 of them on there is killing temperature a little bit. It's already cooking quickly. So when are the man candles coming out? I do actually, believe it or not, what y'all can't see back here at the fire pit, I've got some, heart of pine, some fat wood lighter back there, and I was splitting it yesterday and split some earlier, and I'm just sitting there holding it, smelling it. Oh, it smells so good. I do want to get back on the man candles, but I got too much going on right now. And I'm sure there's new people on here not going, what in the heck is this guy talking about with man candles? Hey, it's my next 100 air idea. Y'all leave me alone. So Kathy says, I love how comfortable you are, Tiffany, talking on the live. She needs to hear that because Tiffany is still a little uncomfortable with the camera, but I think you're doing just
It's
fine.
because I'm not in front of it all the time, I think, too. You're literally all day long in front of it, and you can edit what you want out.
We can't edit none of this, our choppy audio and everything. We can't edit none of this live stuff. You get what you get on the live.
I'm getting better at it. Yeah. Thank you for noticing.
Yeah, so she's growing into it. Whenever I first started recording my first few videos, it took me about 30 to 40 videos, honestly, before I started feeling remotely comfortable. And I'm talking, buddy, don't you knock that camera over.
Ruger. Sorry,
Yeah.
I yelled in y'all's ear.
Yeah, we are yelling. I keep forgetting about that. It took me 30 to 40 videos, even standing in my own yard, knowing I'm the only person here, looking around, making sure there's no neighbor looking at me. And even after doing, I think I'm at 800 and something videos now, it's still a little hard to talk in public and all people watching you wondering what the heck's going on, but it's so much easier than it used to be. And it just takes time. She does enough of these live streams, it'll get better. And eventually, hopefully we can get her in some content if we can ever get her home from working all these crazy hours, and that'll be better as well. What you growling?
He wants me to play with him.
He does. Bad. Don't worry, buddy. We almost done. We're gonna play with you here in a second. Our puppy. Oh, I better go check the pieces again. Here I am, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the mics or the sound, y'all, but we're doing the best we can. We don't know if it's YouTube, us. What is it?
They're saying it's messing up again.
Yeah, Tiff's mic is further away from her voice than yours, so
well,
I don't know.
And I'm checking. They both are boosted the same, have the same amount of gain. I don't know. I don't know why they've done great. Maybe it's yeah, and it could be because I have noticed with these mics, if you talk down, you talk up.
We sound fine too, so I don't know. It might be YouTube. If you didn't hear us earlier, some people had to get off. Not that we want you to get off, but reloaded it and then it was better. So I don't know.
Yes, so could be something going on, not just with the streaming portion of it. And as
yeah, I do talk soft.
Yes, everybody saying Tiffany does have a soft voice, and I tend to yell and talk a bit loud. And honestly, that's because, well, I do content every day and kind of have to project and speak out, and it's tough remembering we've been doing live streams for I don't know a couple years now and have not had mics, and you have to kind of project and yell. And I'm still training myself to maybe talk a little quieter and quit yelling. I seen a couple people earlier like, stop yelling.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I couldn't help it. I was probably yelling at Ruger or something else.
Sorry.
I'm still learning. So yeah, a lot of people saying it sounds like it's on the computer building mic. I'm gonna have to watch it back. I'm everybody's saying they logged out, logged back in, it's throwing me for a loop. But with that said, I messed with this a minute ago and people sound like it got better. So I don't know. We're almost done. Bear with us. We're almost done. As soon as we get these pizzas out.
There, better. I'll have it closer to my face now.
That may help. So when your head is down, Tiffany,
tap the mic.
That actually ain't bad. That way we can see if we're on the computer or not. Can y'all hear this? Okay, you do yours. Good idea. That'll actually let us know if we're on the mic or not. Thank you, Robert. See, we're doing a sound test every week. Welcome to our
crazy live stream.
Yes, our crazy all over the place live streams. Mic check. No. Everybody says no. Uh-oh. Yep. So we're obviously back to the computer. Let me just play with this for a second.
And it's kind of hard. We can't really test this ahead of time too much because until we're on here. So
mic check, microphone check. Yep, everybody says no. What about now? I just played with that cord a little. It's turned into nothing but a mic check tonight. Meters for our voice. There actually is meters on this right here. Oh, yes, I do need to check fees. I mean, I'm burning up while I'm talking to everybody. It's pretty, I'm gonna let it go a little longer. I want it crispy. Cheese is browning up. The bread looks nice and done. We'll give it just a couple
We
more
like our
minutes there.
cheese a little toasty.
Oh, you're really gonna nope. Everybody says nope. Sadly, it's not a USB port. This is a headphone jack. That's a bummer, man.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not working this week, but it's worked all the other weeks. I can't tell you how many times I have tested these mics on private live streams and everything is good.
So Cash says, Tiffany smack Andrew. Maybe we can hear that.
Pow!
Where's that bug zapper?
Now we got no, don't even get everybody started on that stuff again. Oh, goodness gracious. So let's see what else we got here. I don't know. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry it has. Yeah, this is a mic party. We're all invited, says Ramil. I'm sorry it's turned out this way, but it is what it is.
All right. So,
Where else?
What is your plans this week?
Stairs, and more stairs.
Yeah.
Lots of painting and bondo work and stair work over the next couple of days.
Did you ever finish your steps to your shooting house?
I hadn't told nobody that. She just ruined like a video that like tens of people could have watched and been interested in.
Oh.
No, I've got to yeah, I said tens of people, not very many. Yeah, I've still got to work on that, but I'm gonna stay focused on these stairs now. Maybe while I'm letting some paint dry or something like that, I may go check on them. We're gonna go pull the pizzas off. I think we can put them right here and maybe cut one so y'all can hear the crunch. Yeah.
I'll get them off.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right. Let me know if you need help. So, Pam, I've had no sound problems the whole time. I don't know. Some people having it, some people are not. I don't know what the heck is going on. I really don't. So, Sir Jonathan says, how's the internet been? Was going to go with the cellular internet, but just got my Starlink after 2 years. Boy, I know that feeling right there. The internet's been awesome. It really has. No issues. We've been streaming Hulu and Netflix and whatever we want. I've seen no throttling. I've run speed tests several times a week. I've seen no significant drops, no cutoffs, absolutely nothing. So I have been thrilled with it. It's been a blessing. No. I'll get over there and get that. But it's been an absolute blessing to actually get some real internet out here. Oh my goodness, it has been. So 0 issues. No. Let's see what else we got going on here. Get this pizza in front of everybody. Ooh. Pepper. Y'all, smoked pizza. Check that out. I know the lighting isn't good, but oh my. We'll cut it and maybe y'all can hear the crunch.
Yeah.
Let me cut this grill off real quick.
All right, I'm gonna hold my mic. Well,
you
hold your mic.
We don't know if the mics are working, but we're going to be really quiet. Let y'all listen. They shouldn't have a problem hearing that crunch.
Yeah.
All right, let me zoom back out so they can see. Oh, this smells so good. Here I am banging the camera all around. All right. Can we cut another thin piece off? Just cut that in half again?
This?
Yes. Oh, let's get this in front of everybody. Focus. Oh my. And y'all, look at the crust. That is not burnt, even though it looks like that. I don't know why the camera's showing it that way. And crunchy.
Teasing everybody with this pizza.
Yes. Oh.
Teasing them.
I am going to eat a piece and watch my mic will work then, because everybody just loves hearing people crunch and chew. Wow.
There you go.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
All right.
Exciting to eat it again.
So since we're having some technical issues, we don't know what the heck's going on. And before this pizza gets cold, I want to eat it while it's nice and hot. We're going to say goodnight to everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I want to give you all a little introduction to this since we're just now experimenting with it, but I will have a cooking video out before long once we perfect this a little more. By the way, I can taste that buttered
Can you?
and oiled bread or whatever it was. That's good. So yes, I'll have a cooking video out. We'll show this off. Thank y'all so much for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. Thank you everybody that's been watching our videos and supporting us. Means the world to us. And I do want to do another big shout out. Thank you to everybody that's been using our Amazon links and Amazon store. It's been a heck of a help. And we truly do appreciate all the people that's going and using that. So good night. God bless. We'll see y'all later. Please don't forget Mr. Doug. Keep him in your prayers if you would. We'll catch y'all on the next video. See ya.
Night.